Hey guys, it's actually February 7th. I want to apologize because last week the episode kind of dropped off only because I got stacked, crazy, full, busy of stuff to do for financial aid, at schoolwork, and getting the car prepped and ready for tuning. Right now the car is actually with a tuner, so he'll have it for a couple days. He doesn't do the normal few-hour tuning sessions that most tuners actually do. He wants to try to get as close to 100% for the car to run, and to do that he uses his own custom dyno and everything. It's really blah blah car talk, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. You will get to see the car again soon, and hopefully things will get a little bit more interesting. But for right now, since the episode last week kind of dropped off, I wanted to put out a quick episode. This episode is not going to be as long, but I wanted to show you one of the things that I do. And one of the things that I do is I run Epic Reset, which is a video game channel on YouTube. We actually do like video game reviews, gameplays, etc. You know, video game stuff. I actually do this with my friend Jennifer, and she's also called EP05 Girl. So we play a lot of co-op PlayStation games. We haven't really touched too much on PC or Xbox, only because we seem to find that most of the fun co-op games are on PS3. And not to mention, PS3 is free to play on the internet, whereas you have to pay to play on Xbox Live. And so far, I'm not going to pay. So this is the actual setup, right here. As you can see, at least on my side, I have a green screen hanging, and it's behind my wonderful Recaro. Let's see if we can focus on this. Focus! There you go. It's my nice Recaro seat, custom made to be an office chair. And of course we have the Logitech G27, which is the as close to full race realistic simulation you can get, because the shifter right here actually is like a real shifter in a car. You got 900 degrees turning on the steering wheel, and the pedals actually have a clutch assembly, as you can see on the left. So this right here is how I set up our recording sessions. You can see the PlayStation on the left. Then I prefer a smaller TV to game on, just because I don't like to look at like really huge TVs while I play, just because I feel like I'm like turning my head too much, because I kind of sit close. So I try to avoid playing on super huge TV screens. But as you can see, the PlayStation is hooked up via the computer by the Elgato Game Capture HD. This is an awesome product. It hooks up to the USB port, and as you can see, it's watching what's on the screen. Now, a lot of people kind of wonder how we actually do the recording process to get commentaries along with our gameplay footage, and the way we actually do that is actually pretty simple. Instead of running the headsets to the PS3, we actually run the headsets straight to the computers, whatever computer we're using. For me, that's my MacBook Pro. For Jen, that's her Windows 8 laptop. And what happens is, because the headsets are USB powered, you essentially plug the USB to get your power from your laptop, and you will have drop-down options only in Elgato, because this is the only capture software that does this right now, is live commentary. You can choose the headset. Now, so that means all the audio commentary that is going to the computer right now to overlay onto the gameplay footage is coming from my headset. Now, to talk to Jen, because we actually play co-op games only really, is we talk through Skype. We just set the same mic input settings in Skype to be the headset, so the microphone goes to the Game Capture HD software, and the way you hear us talking on Skype is that you set the output settings on Skype to be the headset. So essentially, the headset will get two audio inputs to the headset itself. The first one is going to come out of Skype, and it's going to go to the headset via USB. And because this is a stereo headset, an analog stereo headset, it gets the game sounds from the 3.5mm that connects to the headset. And it's that simple. You get to hear Skype and your in-game sounds all in the same headset. Now, if we wanted to do something like talk to the lobby of a PS3 game, then we set it up a little bit different. It's a little bit more complicated. Maybe I'll show that one day. But for right now, this is just a simple setup. And the green screen is behind the chair and everything. As you notice, we overlay our reaction cams to our gameplay. And we like to green screen a lot of the mess in the background, just completely out. So all you really see is us on the screen. So that's Epic Reset in a nutshell. It's very simple. I mean, I don't have no problems showing anyone else how to really hook this up and set it up. But once you dial in the audio settings and everything in the capture software and really figure out how to trick your computer into using the USB for several things, then it's easy. It's easy. So, I mean, I don't mind showing anyone because it's not like you can copy us exactly, because we don't really have my personality or Jen's personality. So I don't mind showing our setup. A lot of people are stingy. They feel like if they show their setup to anyone else, that their ideas are going to get stolen. That's not the case with Epic Reset. We just like to have fun. So keep an eye out on our videos. It's on the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/epicresetgaming. And you can check us on Facebook at facebook.com/epicreset. Just let us know what you think. If you want to see a particular game. Right now we're playing Resident Evil 5. We've already played Resident Evil 6, but we got that before we actually started our channel. So we might touch back up on it for the channel. But as far as it goes right now, we're playing Resident Evil 5 just because it's a good co-op game. It's nice and scary. It's fun to get scared every so often. So we're going to do that, Resident Evil 5. Probably touch back up on Resident Evil 6. We'd like to play Dead Island with a few more people, since that's more than 2-player co-op. And Dead Space 3 is actually coming out, and that's supposed to be co-op. We're definitely looking forward to that. And the biggest game that we're going to try to play this year, that hopefully comes out, is Square's Final Fantasy XIV. It's like RPG style. There hasn't been really good RPGs, in my opinion, out in a while, and Final Fantasy XIV kind of caught my eye, only because it's online multiplayer, and you can make things interesting. So, yeah, like I said, Epic Reset in a nutshell. So if you want to see our videos, check us out on YouTube. If you have any questions about the setup, let me know. Other than that, this is this week's, or I should say last week's episode. And until next week, guys, peace.
Talk your shit.